So you can see here that I have a new file called ages. And what I want to do in this program is I want to take in a number from the user and tell him whether he's a child or they are a child, a teenager, or an adult. Okay, and so how can I do that? Well, let me first on take the input. So I'm going to say input, enter your age. And from there, we know input takes in input as a number, so we can store that in age. And from there, we're going to have an if statement. So it's going to be if age is less than, let's say, 13, then we could print out something like you are a child. Okay. That might not be true. I mean, 12 years old, you're pretty independent. But I'm going to just say here that you're, maybe we could say adolescent. Okay. And now we want to check if they're a teenager. Now, how do we know if they are a teenager? That means they're either 13 to 19, right? Because we say teen. So it's 13, 19. So anyone in between these two numbers is a teenager. But we haven't learned how to check for a range of numbers, right? We haven't learned how to check like, oh, okay, all these numbers. What you could do is you could say if age is equal to 13, and then you could also say elif age is equal to 14, and we could do 15 and 16 and 17. We could check for all the numbers in between 13 and 19, including 13 and 19. But there's a better way to do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about that better way. What we can do if we wanted to check for, let's say, a number between 1 to 5, right? Let's say x is a number from 1 to 5, right? How would we check if it's between there? Well, we could say if x is greater than or equal to 1, right? And we could do and x is less than or equal to 5. Right? So if this condition is true and this condition is true, then we know for certain that x must be either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, right? Because no number is greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 5 at the same time. So yeah, we have this AND operator. Okay, this is what we call the AND operator. And so what AND does is this Boolean expression needs to be true, and this Boolean expression needs to be true in order for the entire expression to be true. If this one is false and this one is true, then this expression is false. If this one's false and this one is false, that means the whole thing is false. So it works like English, right? Like I could say I am here at my desk and I am at the grocery store. This is false, right? Because yes, I am here at my desk. That's true, but this is false. I'm not at I'm not at the grocery store. So that means that this whole expression is false. Right? But I can also say something like I am here at my desk and I am drinking coffee. Right? So this is true here and this is true here. So the entire expression is true. Right? So for the AND operator, both of them need to be true for the whole expression to be true. Any other option is not true. So let's go ahead and use these tactics or techniques to check if the age that the person entered in is between 13 and 19. Okay. So I'm going to do elif right here, and I'm going to do elif if age is greater than or equal to 13, and age is less than or equal to 19. Then I'm going to print out you are a teenager. Okay. And then I'm going to do elif again, and I'm going to say if age is greater than 19, I'm going to print out you are an adult. And I could do an else, and I could say print oh, I'm sorry, there is no else, right? So, and there really this one really should be an else, because if this is not true and this is not true, then this is definitely true, right? So if it's not, the age number is not less than 13, and if the age is not between 13 and 19, that means the age is definitely above 19. So this one we don't even really need. We could just say else, right? And in programming, shorter is always better. So this is the equivalent to writing else. But since else is shorter than this piece of code here, this version is better than having an elif. Okay. So now let's go ahead and test it out and see if it works. I'm going to run it. Line number 9, there's an error. Why is that? I have a single quote somewhere. That's what it says. So let me run that. Oh, okay, line 9. Okay, so there we go. Let me run it. And I want to type in, oh my gosh, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to run this program over here, but what I need to do is hold down Control, click, and click on Run Ages. So now here we go. So I do age 1, and I hit enter. I'm an adolescent, okay. And I should do an adolescent to be grammatically correct. And I'll do 14, hit enter. I'm a teenager, great. And then I'll enter in any other number, and you are an adult. So this works, and we're now able to have a Boolean expression that calculates a range. Okay, so let's go and do a couple of practice exercises, and then we'll move on to the next topic.